Thank you, Emily. In light of the Mike Moore shooting, some are demanding justice for what they say is a criminal action by police. But ultimately, the decision to bring this case to a trial will be made by members of a jury in Mobile. Our Jacqueline Quinn has more on what could sway their decision.
If they start getting out on you.
Mobile police are trained to enforce and protect in the most dangerous situations. Here's video of the simulations they go through. It is considered rare for an officer to open fire and cause a death. But in light of the Mike Moore shooting case, there are many questioning what happened.
Both sides need to have a fair hearing relative to what occurred and whether or not anything should be done about it.
And as former Baldwin County District Attorney David Whetstone explains, these cases often get sent to a grand jury for review.
When you have something like this occur, instead of having an immediate decision by law enforcement, it is presented to a grand jury, 18 citizens who review the actions of the officer and determine whether or not anything occurred.
Unlike a conviction, the jury only has to determine whether there is probable cause to indict. And former Mobile County Judge Rusty Johnson says it'll depend on the witnesses, and in this case, race may be a factor.
The racial makeup, let's be very frank about it.
Johnston says the decision doesn't have to be unanimous.
Now, one thing about it, a grand jury doesn't have to be unanimous. It's 13 out of 18 to indict.
And both the former Mobile County District Judge and the former Baldwin County District Attorney say it's rare that jurors indict.
They can make recommendations, they can not charge, or they can charge.
Now, we actually checked in with the Mobile County District Attorney's Office, and they said within the last 5 years, no Mobile police officer has been indicted. Also, this case will take several more months to wrap up its investigation before it's heard before a grand jury. In the studio, Jacqueline Quinn, News 5.
Thank you, Jackie. There are 3 different investigations into last week's shooting, one by the Mobile Police Department, one by the department's Internal Affairs Division, and a third by the FBI. Today, the FBI said it is offering up to $10,000 for a copy of any video that clearly shows the last few minutes of the encounter between Mike Moore and Officer Harold Hurst on June 13th.
And now